Um, I thought it was, we kind of grinded it out. The game didn't materialize like I thought it might. Um, Oakland does a good job of getting up and down the floor, and we were able to. The first half was really slow, but it was a pace that we kind of liked, and neither team could hit a lot of shots. And then the second half started getting up and down, and I thought our veterans looked like veterans in the last 5-6 minutes of the ball game.
When it's 65-65, you run 3 plays there and really seem to execute those really well to go on an 8-0 run. Can you just talk, kind of expand, on that veteran aspect and how those guys are able to stay calm in those pressures and those situations and execute?
Yeah, we took the ball to Connor almost exclusively in that, and kind of played through his hands. Connor can be a point forward. He's a very good passer if he doesn't try and get too cute with the ball, and he was able to. We did execute well. We were able to get the ball inside. I knocked down a couple of free throws in there, maybe even 4. And we were able to execute. David said great screens. They didn't want to, because of David, I thought they did a terrific job on David and Austin, but they did not want to leave those guys as shooters. So they became, whenever you've got a good shooter that they don't want to leave, then you can use them as great screeners. And I thought that those 2 guys did a really good job of becoming excellent screeners. And David in particular set a couple of great screens to get Connor open on a set play that we run. And then one of the times we got the ball down to Connor, we got a switch, and Felder took him down there, and he looked weak side to Tucker, who was wide open, and Tucker hit a huge 3 for us, and that was a big point in the game right there. I think it took it from 5 to 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Can you talk about the performance with Tava and McCormick, the lift they gave you today?
Yeah, they were outstanding. Connor has been doing it, he really, ever since he's been there for us, going back 2 years. And then today, he jammed a finger and was ineffective for a little bit, but down the stretch, he's a tough kid. He's such a tough kid, physically as well as mentally. And hit some big free throws for us. Executed well, did a good job defensively, pulled down some big rebounds. He was tremendous. And then Kellen, we felt like we had to get some movement, and we had to get Petros away from the rim. We felt like it was really, really important that Corey had to run both ends of the floor, and really work hard on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, make him chase people as well. Because if he's comfortable out on the floor, you've got issues. He's one of the best big guys we face, and we will face all year long. And so Kellen, moved out onto the perimeter quite a bit, knocked down some threes, and he looked like a veteran too. He was just a good matchup for us when he was in the game. We ran a couple of sets to get him the ball too. So they were huge. We called their number. That's what veterans are supposed to do. You call their number. You get an open shot, they got to knock it down, and they were able to do that tonight.
Coach, in years past, there's been guys like Travis who you have to game plan for. How is game planning for this Oakland team tonight in terms of their offense?
Well, it's difficult, because Hooper takes Bader's place. Now we had years of experience of seeing Bader, and then we saw 3 game films of them coming in. And, he kind of got it going a little bit more against Ferris State in that exhibition game. But then, Iowa State did a pretty good job on him, but you could tell he could get it off in a hurry. And then you saw what he did against Eastern, and going 6 of 13 from 3. And so you have to game plan for him similar to the way we did with Bader. Felder is so quick and plays underneath everybody. And so your bigs really have to sit down. Because he's excellent playing underneath long players, and then Petros is that. Anytime you go into a game, it's not just Oakland. Anytime you go into a game, you look at their top 2 or 3 players and how it is they get their points, and you try and take that away and make somebody else beat you. And we did a really good job with Petros. I was really proud of Drake Lamont, our freshman, and Kellen McCormick, and Connor, Tavy, and AJ, they did a nice job of making Petros work. Felder was able to get his. We were able to guard Hooper pretty well. But when you do that, then McCune goes off. And you gotta, with a team as good offensively as Oakland is, it's difficult to let, to shut down everybody that's out there. Tonight McCune went off, but we did a decent job of game planning and executing against those guys. Very difficult. They're a very good offensive team.
Your first D1 opponent tonight on the road, going up as a team with a little bit more size for the first time. You tie them in rebounding, but they get 12 on the offensive end. Do you take some teaching moments out of this on the rebounding side of things?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to be in trouble when it came to offensive rebounds. They offensive rebound with anybody. They've got McCune and Williams and Petros out there. That's a really big front line. And Hooper's not small as an off guard. They crash the offensive glass. And then Felder will also get in there and rebound the ball. The rebounding numbers are the same, but we shot 57%. So when you shoot 57%, you're not going to have as many rebounds come off to go get offensive rebounds. We were able to hold them to 43%. I wasn't crazy about that. I'd like that number to be under 40. But there's going to be more offensive rebounds for them to go get. So those numbers, we could improve on them. There's no doubt about that. But we felt like they were going to be an outstanding offensive rebounding team, and they hurt us with that tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.